gonna build a mountain from a little hill.
Hello, everyone. I forgot my music. Wait, isn't that like super loud? It's super loud for me. Let me just quickly check that. How is everyone doing today? I hope you are well. I'm unsure. I think it's loud. Let me just check that. Did I broke it? Did I break it? I don't hear any music anymore. That's awkward. Interesting. Hello, everyone. I'm just going to try and fix this, but I have the feeling I changed some settings or something. And I don't even see my Planet Zoo anymore. What happened? Why is everything not set up anymore? This is my game. And this should be... browser? No. OBS is this one. I'm sorry about this. This is this wasn't really planned. Let me just fix this real quick. Because there's something off. I don't hear music either anymore. I don't know why. It tells me there is music, but there isn't. My wave 3 should be good. My... Why this is weird. This is so weird. What just happened here? OBS, Google Chrome. I don't hear music either. I just heard it, but now, not anymore. Yikes, I broke it! You can always hear, but I don't hear the song myself. Ah, music is off. I don't hear Planet Zoo music either. What are you going to build today? We're just probably gonna do some filling up. Doing some Asian gardening or something like that. I do hear my own voice now, but no music. This is weird. I feel it's so silent. I can't even hear my music. I want music. Oh my goodness, Clear Geek. Thank you so much for the 2 months. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Welcome to the stream. Aliasi, hello lovely, how you doing? Hello Janatha, and hello Diddle, thank you for joining, and hello Kamelity. Joykey09, thank you so much for joining too. Pancake Hat and Kane, hello Ram Exotics, and Merloose88, Simile, Dicka Kippa, hello, Stephen McMahon. My ex-wife's mother-in-law, welcome to the stream. Hello David, hello Mado, hello Martin, hello Michelle, how are you doing? Hello Steph is probably gaming. I hope you're all doing well. Hello Matuf XX0197. How can I fix this though? Maybe I should just restart the music. Maybe it will just need that, like a restart. No. Ah, this is so annoying. What happened? Oh! I hear music. Okay. Oh. I'm very happy. I'm very excited. Can you guys hear it? You guys should be able to hear it too. Very soft. In the background, you should be able to also hear music. I hear it. Yes, Melstein, thank you. Ladies make some progress in fixing stream. Yeah, I don't know what happened here actually. It's really weird. Like this never... I'm not really sure even if Planet Zoo, well, we don't really need the Planet Zoo sound, but I actually also had some Planet Coaster sound just to mix it up a little bit, so I have to set that up now too, because I was like, you know what, it's good to have a little bit of a different vibe in between the music for a change. So let me just put that back in. Oh, I'm so sorry. This was a bit, a bit of a weird intro. I hope you're all doing right. I am set up right now. Whoop, 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 Gangnam Style. Oh my god, that has been such a long time ago since I heard that song. That's amazing. It's really, really soft. It was also a very soft beginning though, but I can check it just to be sure. How is this? How is that? I think might be a little bit too loud. Something like that. Howdy, Crocs. Crocsty? I think it is. Are we gonna build a roller coaster now? No, but we definitely should do a live stream again with Planko, but I'm not sure yet. But we could try that one day in August just to see how that will go. Here now, sorry I'm late. Had a phone. It's okay, Joe. Welcome to the stream. Stephen McMahon, yay, Planet Coaster. Do you prefer Planet Zoo or Planet Coaster? I am not going to choose. I like them equally. Like obviously Planet Coaster is older, so yeah, it's I've been playing that game for 3 to 4 years and I really enjoyed it. And now I'm enjoying Planet Zoo. It's not, no, I don't really have like a preference. Yeah, obviously the cute animals, but the other hand is that Planet Coaster has a lot of theming and stuff, so I can also really appreciate some theming and some themed areas, which are also really cool. So I guess both are just equally fun, but in a different way. First time in live stream. Oh my god, Oxroom, welcome to the stream. He's not that active anymore. I don't know about who are you talking? Unsure. Okay, people, Lydia's make some progress on fixing stream. Oh, that's an old one. I'm sorry. Have you been to Deal Park Amersfoort? No, I've never been there. Well, my favorite Dutch shoe is obviously Rotterdam Zoo, aka Blijdorp. Outro races. Oh my god, Faye, do I really want to know? I never got used to Planko, but I love Planet Zoo. Well, as soon as you get used to Planet Coaster, then you are definitely able to also play Planet. If you're used to Planet Zoo, you're also able to play Planet Coaster because the mechanics are basically the same. Wow, the path mechanic is a little bit more advanced in Planet Zoo, but other than that, the building mechanics are exactly the same. Transfixer, hope you're doing well, lovely. Welcome to the stream. Are you going to get this modernization? No, let's not do that today. Let's go and build. You guys really already. It has been enough. It has been crazy the last streams, like really incredible. But obviously, it's all good. Really, don't feel like obligated to do it. It's I really appreciate it, obviously, but it's okay to have just a fun and chill stream. Can you German when you come from Netherlands? Oh, if I can speak German, no. Well, you can understand German slightly, but you will learn German on school. Like my German isn't really perfect. I do have to say that. Joe, oh, thank you so much for the 2 months, lovely. And Keith B63, thank you also so much. I'm happy to be here for 2 months and not going anywhere. Lady is so much here. Ah, thank you so much, Joe. Really appreciate it. And thank you so much again, Keith B63. And can we get some trunks up in the chat? And welcome to the Faye fam for Keith B63. Really appreciate it. I'm saying don't. You guys do it. Oh, that's really not my intention, honestly. I do want to do one thing. I had some name requests in the Discord, so I am actually I really want to quickly check if we have these names available, because Miss Starshin, she says, is there a wolf left? And I'm actually pretty sure there is no. Why can't I? There you go. I'm pretty sure there is no wolf left, but I'm going to check it real quick, but I think we have them all. Thank you so much, Michelle. I love you, Michelle. Thank you so much for the 2 months. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Can we get some trunks up in the chat also for Michelle? Double trunks because of the name. Thank you so much, Michelle. So we have Binky the dog. Mariwa? This sounds like an in-game name. So, the Vongs. I'm gonna take the risk, unless my mods maybe can remember that someone mentioned this. Hello, Al. Thank you so much for joining, lovely. When do you think Frontier will release a new DLC? I don't know. I wish I had inside information. And all the inside information that I usually got is now all gone because of Bomar leaving Frontier. So there is nothing left for me. I don't have any new information. Well, I obviously, if I had inside information, I wasn't allowed to talk about it. But no, Bomar left Frontier, guys. So nope, I know as much as you guys do, unfortunately. Okay, well, I'm just. I don't know what that name could be in game one. Yeah, okay, thanks, Kane. I'm just gonna call this one Miss Starshin. I like that name. Oh wait, did she? Oh no, wait. She said, I like to be named after my dog Malaika. So it's going to be Malaika, but I'm going to say bye, Miss Starshin, because I am afraid that I will not remember the name Starshin. So I will not accidentally give another name to it. Okay, so I have another one. Captain Kerfuffle, red panda named Rocket, with a picture of a red. Isn't that a raccoon actually? Kiwi Roybara, thank you so much for the subscription. You guys, really, don't worry. You really don't have to, guys. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. Can we get some trunks up for Kiwi Roybara? Thank you so much. Welcome to the Faith and Lovelies. Oh my goodness, you guys. We were heading to the red pandas. It's like an overload of red pandas though. I might make another habitat for the red pandas in the Asian area. I don't know, guys. I don't know. But Rocket, it has to be male, I think. Oh, we have so many red pandas, and I also just feel like I should do something. We have Radcliffe over here. Inspector Ryan. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm just gonna call female Rocket by Captain Kerfuffle, because I just don't wanna. Well, Rocket is like that can't be named. Yeah, okay, let's do that. Rocket Raccoon is from the Guardians of the Galaxy movie. See, okay, I was already looking like, okay, I think that's a raccoon. Okay, those were the two. If you are a FaveFam member and you want to have your name in the zoo, definitely join my Discord server. And you can also find, if you connect your Twitch account to your Discord account, then you will get a role. You get access to the FaveFam chat. So if you don't have your name yet in the zoo, and this is different from the points, by the way, just to clarify, but if you're a FaveFam member, you can have your name also in our zoo. But thank you so much again, Joe, Keith B, Michelle, and Kiwi Roybara. Thank you so much. I wrote down a note so I would not forget the names. Hydrate, thank you, Jin. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Jan. Hey, Jurassic Unicast. Thank you so much for joining. Hope you're doing well, lovely. I'm still waiting for your Siberian tiger. We'll do fantastic. Thanks so much for joining. Getting to know each other. Yes, Joe, let's do that before we start building. I like that. Okay, for those who are new, we're gonna do question. I'm going to answer it, and you guys are going to answer it. And before I do that, I want to open my dashboard real quick of Twitch on my phone. I forgot to do that. Oh, who of you have seen that new series, by the way, of, well, no, the new series is like a series with Simmers YouTubers, and it's, how is it called? Sim Sparks or something like that? I might ruin that name completely, but it's, I just watched it this afternoon. It's quite fun. Well, it's fun because I know a few people, I guess. But it's really a lot of fun to just watch that, though. Okay. So Joe asked. Oh my God! You know that was the question. I'm gonna copy paste it. This was the exact question that I had written down. That is really strange, Joe. That is really, really strange that you everybody's biggest fear. That's really awkward. Okay, but yeah, well, maybe you got the same list as I do. That could be. Okay, so what is everybody's biggest fear? That could actually be because of the same list. I don't know. My biggest fear. My biggest fear. Well, I see spiders. I'm really scared of spiders, but is that my biggest fear? I think I'm just gonna call it spiders. Spiders and mosquitoes. I hate spiders. I really, really hate spiders. The ocean or boats? The ocean. Well, if it's deep, like a very deep ocean, I'm scared of that. Like, I have my PADI, my diving license, but I would never go into the deep. Like 6 to 8 meters max is like what I enjoy, but no, I'm not going any deeper. The path system. My biggest fear is living for too long. It sounds irrational, but it's a major fear of mine. Oh, hi Sue, by the way. Living too long, well, that depends if you're in good health. Like, there are a lot of people that become higher than, oh, I have a hand stretch. Thank you, Soup. That have, like, that become really old and they're still, like, really living on their own and doing their own stuff, you know. So it doesn't have to be bad. But if you're, like, 70, becoming 70, and you're not able to walk or like do anything yourself, like wash yourself, and you become 100, from 70 to 100, like 30 years, that is a long time. So it really depends, I guess. See you later, Fantastic. Thank you so much for stopping by, lovely. Roaches by far. Somebody breaking into my home at night. Oh my god. I had once someone breaking into my car. My gosh, you're like, that really feels really strange, because someone has been in your private space without you knowing it. It's I totally feel you. I totally feel you. Lady's biggest fear is the sound of banana. Bananas are disgusting, and people eating bananas too. Silver Steeler, thank you so much for the follow. Hello Tubbs W. Hope you're doing well. Biggest fear to be alone. Is that like how you mean? Like just in general, like you never want to be alone, or like to stay alone with like not a relationship or anything? Anika, thank you so much for joining, for following. Thank you so much. Biggest fear is losing my parents. Oh yeah, I would hate it to lose my mom. Like, honestly, my mom is all I have and my sister, but I would really hate it to lose her. 60% of the scared of spiders. Yeah, well, that shows how scary they are. Oh, we have a hype train emote. Chook chook hype frog. Super cute. DJP132, thank you so much for the follow. Really appreciate it. Suffocation is my biggest fear. Oh, I can imagine. My biggest fear, large crowds in small rooms. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, don't have a fear for it, but I know a lot of people that can have that, like a big crowd, or like a full elevator or something like that. I can totally get that. Jellyfish, y'all, jellyfish are just, I feel you. Also spiders. Hello, Kurshi. I'm so sorry. I think I missed out on your message. Doing my best here to read as much as possible. Hello, Sub-Zero Primrose. Thank you so much for joining. Drowning. Oh, yeah. But you know what they say? Like, I have my petty, my scuba, my diving license. And they say that if you would go diving and you would like get out of oxygen, that would is like the best relaxing death or something. I don't know. It's something I've heard, but I obviously didn't try it. But yeah, drowning like seems super scary. Yeah. Someone did try to enter my apartment at 2 a.m. once. I was terrified. Oh, that must have been so creepy. I remember when I was like 7 or 8, I went with my mom and a friend of her to Disneyland Paris, and I was laying in bed and someone came into our room. I saw like a shadow coming into the room, and then I was like hiding underneath the blanket, I think it's called. And the next morning, because I fell asleep under the blanket, I only heard some noises. Then I fell asleep again. And the next morning, my mom was already awake, and she came back to our room, and I woke up, and she was like, she went to the police station because her camera was stolen. And I was like, oh my God, I heard someone last night. It's so freaky. But she first was like, no, did you really? I was like, yes. But yeah, obviously the guy wasn't catch, but it was really scary. I'm just afraid of a lot. Aw, poor Pancake. I hope not for me though. I really hope to meet you someday, Pancake Head. Walking the dog at night gives me creeps. Oh, I can imagine that. It can be scary if you don't know an area too well, or that it's not really safe. Losing oxygen makes you basically get lightheaded and drunk. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, more afraid of small spiders than these big ones. You see those last ones coming, and they're most of the time slow. Well, in the Netherlands, we don't really have big spiders. Well, I think the biggest ones are like that or something like that. Obviously, you have like the thicker ones, I mean, with those thick paws. But you also have like those thin. Well, no, I'm lying. I've been to Limburg, and they're huge spiders. Oh my freaking God! Now I think of it, they were like really big, thick, black spiders on the walls. It's disgusting. I have been sleeping with my hat. It was super warm. It was summer, and I've been sleeping with my hat under the blanket the whole night because I was way too afraid that one of those spiders would walk over me. Oh my God, I was terrified. Hope to meet you as well. Don't worry, I'm not afraid of you. I hope not. Amazing Gaming, thank you so much, lovely, for the host. Really appreciate it. Thank you. I'm scared of smaller spiders, but tame tarantulas don't really frighten me. I've never met a tame tarantula. You miss Huntress? No, I did. Oh, there's another one. I'm sorry. Thank you, Korisha. Don't use them all too often though, because we only have 5 streams. To avoid spamming, but it would be a pity if we all use it in the first 30 minutes. Limber is full of them. Yeah, it's... one time my grandma got a Christmas tree and had a whole colony. Ew! Oh my goodness, that's disgusting. Imagine one day we will be streaming and then like a spider comes in front of me. It happened to me once, well not during stream, but when I didn't have this office yet. No fun. So, we have our Chinese Pangolin Habitat on that side, and so I want to actually focus on this area right over here and a little bit maybe over here. And I know someone told me like I really wish you would do a bit more filling up during the live streams too, because that person was also always struggling with it. So that's why I thought, okay, I will do more often. They're taking one of my local pets. So yeah, I know that people can have that, but you no ever add them in my soup. It would be nice to clip if that happens. No. There are spiders in Planet Zoo. I think yeah, I think we have the tarantula, don't we? I think so. Hello, I love Ajax. Well, I don't. I don't like football. Oh, there's that. Pangolins still feel bad for them. Oh no, they're fine. They're fine. They're happy and healthy. Okay, I'm just going to start with... Oh, you know what we should do? We should maybe just... Google. Let me just open Google. I just wanna have a little bit of an idea. Screen share. I do have that button. I do hope everything works if I use it. There we go. Okay. Chinese. No, Asian garden. Asian garden. Just quickly to get maybe an idea of what we could do. Like something like this is actually really cute. Like it's small and we could use this maybe for that particular area. Or maybe... I'm not sure. Are there any other pictures if I select that one again? Like these small little rocks, it's super hard to use them. Okaina, thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Is there anything else? Oh, look how cute this is. But the question is, how can we translate it? G Freeman 84, thank you so much for the follow up. We'll be back soon with my hat, guys. How about Max P? Oh, I'm so happy he got second place, by the way. Ajax is cleaning stuff. Yeah, and it's a football club too. Maybe this for back in the zoo, another little food cart for some yum cha food. What is yum cha food? Do we have that in the game? We need to do something with water. That is something that is clear. But if we're going to use the red, I'm not really sure. Well, maybe we can use that now, just for a little bit. I am actually surprised there's not that much to click. Am I looking for the wrong word, maybe? I'm unsure. Landscaping. Oh, landscaping. Maybe something could pop up here what is new. I'm not really sure actually. I'm a bit disappointed. Disappointed! Shoo! Try Chinese. Good one. Chinese landscaping like Chinese garden. Look guys, a moongate. Moongate, someone was saying to me. It's not, definitely not Asian. Well, I don't know. Zen garden. Oh, that's also a good one. But we do have... it's the same one here. Look, it's super cool. But it needs that straight little piece. We don't have that. We do not have that, my friends. Oh, we need something cute. Hydrate. Thank you, Ram. I think I'm just gonna use that that one picture. This one. I think it's a hard one, isn't it? Look how cute this is. So yeah, what I also heard, like I'm gonna switch cameras. So what I've also heard is that a lot of Chinese gardens have like not only like the smooth curves, but also making sure that you always have like a sight line that you're dragged towards too. That's what I heard. Don't pay me on this, that's what I heard. So, and that's exactly what you can see from this one. Like there's always something lurking behind the bag that you're dragged towards to. That is something that is like specific for Chinese garden, which is actually really cool. So maybe, how about this though? That's really cute, but I don't think we can make it. But we're just gonna try and see. Like we're using it as inspiration. It doesn't have to be a recreation. Can I get the picture in my... Yes. I like the rocks underneath it. That is beautiful. I hope. Like maybe if we have this little water section right over here. Oh, we have another getting to know you question. Yeah, sorry. There are 3 in the stream, just so you know. Let's put you up. Okay, you have a question. Steph's probably gaming. No, yeah, who did it? What extinct animal would you like to have back? What? What extinct animal would you like to have back the most? If this is already asked, you can choose one. Well, I think you asked it the last time, and I was like, I don't know. I remember someone asked it, and I was like, I am not really like, oh yeah, these are all the extinct animals, or like not even into it. Like, I play Ark, but I don't know. I don't want all these animals coming back though. You did, yeah, you did. But maybe you guys can say names, but I'm pretty sure that I am like, I don't know what that animal is. I don't know what that one is. I don't know what that one is. I'm pretty sure because they're going to come up some names. Yeah, I'll be okay. Saber-toothed tiger. Okay, dire wolf. Dodos. Well, mammoth are actually really cool though. That reminds me of the flamingo viewing platform you did at Mainland Zoo. Well, that's what we used also for the round building. Wow! Kankatka. Thank you so much for the follow. Really appreciate it. Do I have my mobile dashboard here? Thank you so much for the follow. Really appreciate it. Gasha. Was a Gasha even real? Ah, Pudding Kings, thank you so much for the 100 bits. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you. T-Rex. No, Joe, we don't want a T-Rex. We do not want a T-Rex. The Dickle Dino, the Terrazino. I actually don't know how many of the, if all the animals in Ark are like extincted animals. Are they? I don't know. Or are they based on realistic? Well, obviously a few, but I mean like all the animals. Brachiosaurus. Search for Chinese pond. Is that a good one? Oh wait, I'm gonna open that. Chinese pond. Thank you, Amazing Gaming. Ooh, interesting stuff here, but first, what's in here? I have no idea what that is. I don't know, but it looks cute in the game. Oh, definitely ditto. Just wait until you see the baby. Animals from the base game of Ark are all real. Okay, that's interesting to know. You go make garden now. When you go White Tiger Habitat, you're probably this week. We're streaming 3 times this week, so we're probably gonna start it somewhere this week because it should be up on Friday or Saturday. And latest on Saturday. I have something interesting. Thank you, Amazing Gaming. Unsure what we could use, but Chinese pond is definitely. Oh, this is the one we had, didn't we? No. Oh, I did. I was talking about this. You have a lot of big water sections, though. This is adorable, actually. Are these like sitting seats or something like that? That is looking really cute, but I think it's too big. We don't have too much space. This is adorable. I love this too. Ah, thank you so much, Amazing Gaming. Chinese pond definitely gives a little bit more ideas. It's really cute. This is so adorable. I like that. Bye, Steph. Thank you so much for joining. Wish you a great day, Steph. Oh, look, with those holes in it. Oh my god, this is definitely something we could use. Unsure if it's fitting for the area we're building in. I'm still debating. I really had the feeling there was more of a Chinese garden pictures, but I'm not sure if I see this now. Like, what am I confused with? I don't know. Oh well, we're just gonna use this and we're gonna see where we end up. Like, I see some cherry blossom colors in the back also. Yoop! Thank you so much for the follow, by the way. I don't know if I heard that one. I'm so sorry if I missed out on it. Did I? Wait. There I am! Woo woo! What phone you have? I think it's Samsung S9, but I'm actually not sure. I think it is. Yeah, I think so. Oh, hi, Ripster. Ripster, hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for joining. Can we don't do the caps. It's really not, no. Screaming, it's really rude. Using all caps is really rude. Can you please turn off caps? Yeah, thank you, Ditto. Okay, let's see if we can, because we have freedom, which is cool. Oh, yes, I know you're there. Yes, yes, yes. All animals boxed, all animals this, yes. No worries. Just gonna lower this first. This owl has finished her Dutch breads and has gotta go to take early night. Owl, thank you so much for joining, lovely. I hope you're doing well, and I wish you a great evening, Owl. Bye, lovely. How did you come up with your username? Well, that was an easy one, Miss Darshan. I wanted to do something with... I don't know, actually. I just know that I was really proud of it. And I know how it works. It's lady and designer mixed up. I don't actually know anymore how I came up with it, but I remember that I was so proud of it when I was like, oh my god, that's it. That's my name going to be. But back then it was like with hyphens in between, so it was D-Lady-Signer. Not anymore. But yeah, I'm actually really happy with it. And also the fact that people are calling me DeLady most often, which is like, I don't know, having lady in also still sounds class, even though some also say like, it reminds them of their dog, like Lady, Lady and the Tramp, but still. I don't know, it's just, yeah, I'm still super happy with the name. I don't think I will ever change it. Planet Coaster, guys. Okay, Lurk. Hello, Renska. Thank you so much for joining. Even though you were not able to join probably or later, but thank you so much for joining. My first dog was called Lady. She was a pedigree golden Labrador. Oh my god, that's awesome. Aw, you were only 1 to 3 years old. Aw. Hey, Captain Kerfuffle. By the way, just so you guys know, Miss Darshan and Captain Kerfuffle, I named your animals this morning. So a Arctic wolf and a red panda. Just so you guys know. Devongs, thank you so much, lovely. Really, really appreciate it. You're giving a subscription to Renske. Thank you so, so much. Renske, welcome to the Fae Fam, lovely. Can we get some chunks of in the air for Renske? Asian small garden, you get small ideas, but nice. Okay, I want to just try it. I just want to see it. What did you say? Asian small garden. Asian small garden. Just quickly. Asian small garden. Oh, that is really, really small gardens. Yeah, like more backyard gardens. Doesn't really match. It is really cool though, but I don't really see it. This is really cool though. Like these kind of small little bridges. I like that. I like that idea though. Unsure. We're just gonna start with these guys. What is the building goal for today? Yeah, we're probably going to fill these areas up, at least so to see how far we can get. And yeah, so I was just thinking like, what could we do? And I think like a small water feature, that could work. I'm just gonna lower this down. And I'm gonna flatten the terrain here though. This is how I get invited into the hive, right? Yes! Thank you so much, Devon. Welcome, Hive Bee Queen. Oh my god. I love it. Ranska! Oh, wrong button. The wrong button. Button. I hate this piece though. This is frustrating piece. Me do not like. Can I remove that without... Maybe. Maybe not. We're gonna try it. That's an annoying little corner there. I'm gonna grab you. Is that a 6? No, it's 8 meter, right? Wait, right. Ooh, it works. It works. It's at least a little bit better though. And we're gonna smooth with this little piece right there. Alvin Warning, thank you so much for the follow too. I don't think I got a message of that one either. Am I going nuts here? Am I really just missing out on them? I don't know. Bugsman, you're like me a beehive person. My dog is a Groenendaler. It's a black long-haired shepherd, just like, oh, that's amazing, Mr. Arshin. For the water feature, maybe you could do a little Japanese-style bridge over a pond. I think I'm gonna use those little small in-game bridges, if we can. I'm actually not sure. Maybe we should just make this a whole water section. I have an idea. You guys remember what Sylv did with the hotel? So it's not obviously not going to be all water, but we're gonna fill it with water and then we're gonna make a plant. So we're actually going to create it differently. And what I want to do is I want to do the same like Sylv did with the hotel and the swimming pool, I think it was, or something like that. And then we're going to use round shapes to top it off. So then first I'm gonna add the water. So we're gonna use barriers for it. I did it. I became a worker bee. My lifelong dream come true. I'm so happy for you, the monks. Hydrate. Thank you so much, Kurisha. Get your bee queen her honey. You guys. Oh my god. Imagine those two on a party. You're not getting bored the whole day. You're gonna have the evening. Like... Oh, I would love to happen one day. I think it's gonna be hilarious. Ah, shoot, we still have this weird corner. Ah, we're just gonna hide that corner away. Okay, wait, it's not completely... What did I do? I left a mess here. Get your bean queer, honey. Oh my gosh. Okay, barriers. I'm gonna use the glassy walls. We're just gonna... Does not really matter too much. As long as the water is under the path, I think we're all good. Whole night she must not become thirsty this evening. Well, and then I will drink myself. Like that. Can we go straight here? Oh. We're just gonna close this off here. So we're gonna, what we're gonna do is gonna make shapes, round shapes in different sizes. Oh, where's that boundary? Over here. So round shapes in different sizes, and then we're gonna create some kind of planter from it. Oh shoot, we need to make it higher. Oh, I actually wonder how high that should be. Well, the maximum height, I guess. You all selected yes. Oh, that's actually pretty close. Nice. That's fine. Okay, terrain. Planet Becky. Hello, lovely lady. I hope you're doing well today. I am doing good. Thank you so much. Yeah. Okay, we have water, and we're gonna use these. I think that could work. Do I still have my Google open? Chinese garden. It was actually more natural, but I don't think the repetition. Oh yeah, repetition is also one. When I heard that repetition is also something that you see a lot in Chinese gardens. We learned something again today. What's the next one? Ah, where is it? All these water sections of Chinese gardens. Oh no, there are also some straight ones. We're just gonna do it with this. We're just going to try it with this. What are you building? We're going to fill up this area. It does look a bit weird maybe, but the idea is that, well, this one we're probably going to close. Yeah, probably. That one is a little bit too small. We're gonna create some water sections with like water lilies and probably one little seating area maybe. That could work. Okay, let's just start. First things first, we're going to create some kind of planters, which are actually going to be like the areas where we're going to do the gardening. So we're gonna start with the mulch pillars. Mud pillars. Lady mud. Can you play around with the level of water? Like the bigger fuller than the smaller two? We could, but this one is going to be closer. It's only like 2. I am unsure. We might do that. Like it doesn't really matter for these round shapes. So supports. Are these the big ones or the small ones? I think the big ones. These guys. Okay. Angle snap. On. We're gonna make different sizes. Shall we already fill them with mulch? Because that is going to make life a lot easier, isn't it? I think it's going to make it a lot easier. No, we need to make sure that they connect nicely. I'm just thinking if I'm gonna fill it up already. No, I don't think so. I do not think so. Chinese bridge in the middle instead of a path. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can use that little bridge that we have in the game. If I'm somehow able to use that. Like, I do know that that it works in a habitat. Like, the keeper and the animals use that little bridge, but I'm not really sure we are able to hide it. But we might make a fake one. Or use it as a fake one, but I have the feeling I just need to continue building and see where we end up. Okay, and now we're gonna use the mulch. Might want to use the mulch on top. We have a pretty big one. Ooh. We can actually do this pretty nice. It's a little bit too small. That's a pity. But it works. And we can just rotate these. That's pretty decent. Wow. Okay, now we're gonna do another layer. This is pretty easy. Easy mode. And closed off. Sorry guys, I'm having fun with my mulch here. I am having so much fun with my mulch here. Who would have thought? Wait, can I just rotate it like that? It's not. Wait, if I do this, that's better. It only has to fill up. We have a little tiny one here. Cute. XX Irishman, thank you so much for the follow. I think, is there something wrong with my follow notification? Oh no! No! Black Bells PS. Yes, for some reason some are coming through. At least I have my notifications for myself. Why can't I click you? Come on, dude. Oh, there they are. It was a slower one. Thank you guys so much for the follow. Really appreciate it. We're gonna fill that up. And then we have a little tiny bit in the middle. Yay! Malibu Misty, thank you so much for the follow. Okay, obviously you won't be seeing this too much. We can just keep that, and we're gonna look at the size. Because we're gonna make different round shapes. Ah, shoot, I should not have done this. Why didn't anyone tell me? I should have not done this. You be entertained by your... Hi, you. Mulch. This is mulch. Yes, Renska's mulch. Look at us, wide Marge. We are knowledgeable. Wait, what are you saying? Cats are liquid. What? That is the best way. So I completed gift shop. That is best way so I completed gift shop and planet zoo. I don't know what you're saying, Kursha. I don't know if I said something. Oh, emotes only, Chad. Do it. There we go. Hydrate. Yes, thank you. So yeah, I should not have done this. Well, I'm just gonna copy you. Hand stretch time and hydrate time. Okay, perfect. Let's do this. Hello, Devonks. Ma'am. Oh, you're having a ma'am emote. So smart. I think this is going to look cool, actually. But I just didn't do it right. I should just make two versions. One, if it's closed off, I can use the mulch. If it's going the other side, then we have to fill it up still. But I think this is going to look really cool. We can also do different elevations, like you said. Janatha. my god, so many cute emotes in the chat today. They're so adorable. So many pride emotes. I love the pride penguin though. That one and the bumblebee. They're so adorable. They're really adorable. Keep them coming, guys. Keep spamming those emotes. Oh man, I see you left. Was it Louis? No, was it Frank? I don't know anymore. Shoo, you said it. Was it Louis? You can't even answer. You can't talk. Oh my gosh. So many cute emotes. Hi. You can talk now. Wait. Turn it off. Turn it off. Okay, so it's turned off, right? Can you guys type again? I have the feeling you can't type. Is it working? Yes, test. I turned it accidentally on again. Yes, but we're here. Awesome, like a pro. Was it Louis? L or E? I thought it was Frank, right? It's off, thanks guys. Okay, we're gonna delete one. Well, not one. We're gonna delete the middle section. I'm gonna keep one of these like that. Okay, so we have a shape, we have one filled with mulch, and now I just want to have a bigger one. Or oh wait, no, that's what I wanted to check, right? Do we want a bigger one or a smaller one? And actually I'm thinking, if I see this, might I think a smaller one? Yeah, I think one smaller. I'm confused. We're building a Chinese-ish garden. We're trying at least. We're gonna make it smaller. How many of these pillars do we have? Oh, it's only one. Okay, perfect. Ah, Planet Coaster music is also so good. I love it! If you do multi-select, how do you de-click? One without having to select all again. You have just like you normally would use it actually. So Control and Shift. Cassis B3 Lee. Billy B. Thank you so much for the follow. I don't know. I ruined it. Cassis, thank you so much. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Completely ruined it. Planet Coaster music has so much nostalgia nowadays. Yeah. It also, I don't know, I used the music for a Planet Coaster meetup we did in Efteling, and this song always reminds me of the part I used the song for. So you see like Bo and Ed, you see them dancing in front of the piranha, and it's like, I don't know, it's heartwarming. I love it. It's so many good memories of Planet Coaster 2. 2 as in not the number, but so many good memories on Planet Coaster. Confusion. Okay, so we have a smaller one. So we're gonna have the smaller one, and we're gonna have one filled with mulch. So how big is the biggest one? Just a little bit. Yeah, I think this is high enough actually. Oh, let's wait with the middle one first. A bit too big for my taste. Let's use that one first. Is there a height difference? No, I think it's good. I get thoughts of the Efteling meet last year as well. Oh, I haven't been there. I regret it more now because of COVID. Like, I really will join next year again. Because it's fun, but I don't want to go to the Efteling like every year. That's a little bit too much for my taste. Like, I am not really a coaster fan, so I don't really ride coasters, so I'm mostly just waiting for others. Now, obviously, the Efteling has some really nice rides, but not that many that I like. Like, nothing that goes fast. I don't like anything that goes fast, so... We can dream. Yeah, we can dream, Zoofluencer. We can dream about next year. I think next year is going to be a super busy meetup. I remember the last time I went there, we were with 60 people. But I think next year will be crazy busy because I think so many people would just love to join again, and especially if there's 1 year that we couldn't go. I think it's gonna be super busy next year. Bo's all time welcome to visit. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure she will. Don't worry about that. I'm pretty sure she will. My lovely, lovely Bo. It's sad that Bo's gone. It's sad, but she's following her dream. And who are we to not be happy for Bo Marit to follow her dream, whatever it may be. I know what it will be, but I can't tell. She will tell when the time is right. And I'm just utterly happy for her. Because that is what she deserves. Just like anyone deserves to follow their dreams. Is that, I think I just need to lay it down first. And just draw some lines and just move that around. I think that's better. At Niram, thank you so much for the follow. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Follow your dream is the best you can do. Live the life you want. Exactly. Exactly. Let's see. So we're gonna use a shape. So we're gonna delete like half of the round. So don't get confused or anything. So you have to, like, the top round shape, that should go connected to this shape. That makes sense. If you haven't seen that video of Sylph, then might not. And if you have seen it, then you're pretty familiar with what I'm doing. Or I'm trying to do. So this should be round shape. Should we go a little bit further? I'm unsure if this is going to work. As I said, I have never done anything like this before. So the filled ones are the ones that would stay. Interesting stuff though. Is this a smaller one? It doesn't feel super small in comparison. Something like that. It needs to go, like, you see this shape. This is the line we would follow. That's the idea, at least. She made Mickey. It's a hidden Mickey, Fortimus. I am not really sure if higher ones. I think we should lower it instead. That might be better. But this is not going to be floaty, is it? Huh. Do you have a dream job that you haven't reached yet? No, actually not. I'm not gonna say that becoming a YouTuber was my dream job. Or a full-time YouTuber, especially. It was not something that I expected I ever had as an expectation. So it's really cool that I am now able to do what I want with also the condition, with my health condition. I'm really happy, but I never expected this to happen. I never really had really a dream job, to be honest. Like, ever since I went to school, I never knew what I wanted to become, and that has always been an issue. And like, I would love to do something with whales or orcas, but that is not like, obviously when I was a kid I wanted to become a dolphin trainer, duh. But that is like every girl of my age back then wanted to be one. I don't think that is super common anymore though. But no, I don't think I ever had a dream job that I really wanted to follow. Like, I wasn't able to finish school, so, and that was purely because of my my mental health at that point. I wasn't really doing super well during my childhood, during my teenage years. So yeah, I never finished. Oh, it should all be higher. I never finished it. So yeah, I kind of basically accepted when I was 18. Yeah, when I was 18, I started living on my own. Golden Brady, oh my goodness, thank you so much for the Twitch Prime. Really, really appreciate it. Welcome to the Faith Fam, Golden Brady. Thank you. Can we get some trunks up? Yes, please. So yeah, I wasn't able to finish my school. Started working when I was 18 full time, and kept working, and I kind of just accepted that I never had a diploma to really do anything spectacular or interesting. And then I started doing YouTube in 2016, and I actually just basically was super happy with like the fun and enjoyment I had with doing YouTube. And that was also the moment when I was telling my boss, like, you know what, I'm fine with this administrative work. I don't have to get like a higher job or anything. I was just happy with like the time I had on my job and the time I could put into my YouTube channel back then. But obviously things also changed. So the last year with my job and being sick and having chronic fatigue with chronic stress, and also my job became really stressful. Like, it was basically hell. But yeah, now I'm just actually really fortunate that I have YouTube and Twitch, and that it's going so well, and I really can only hope that this can stay for a very, very long time. And if not, I'll have to go back to a normal job, and if it's working, then it's going to work. Like, we just have to wait and see. Like, I'm not going to be like, oh yeah, in 5 years I have like 1 million subs or anything. If it happens, it happens, and as long as everything is fun for you guys and for me, then I will keep doing this as long as possible, because this is the best thing for me in this situation. I'm very fortunate right now that I am able to do this next to my health. I wanted to own an animal shelter when I was a kid. Oh yeah, I when I was a kid, I always wanted to have like tons of cats. People always thought that I would grow up with like 100 cats in my house. I now have 0. Boy, were they wrong. Don't forget to take a break. Yeah, you're right. What time is it? 1:20? Okay, I'm gonna quickly also refill my water then, go to the toilet, and I will be right back. But let me really quickly just read what you guys were saying. I have the stream on my second monitor while I'm writing a paper for uni. I'll look up briefly and see the wiki. Good luck with your paper, Fortimus, by the way. Asia area sponsored by Disney. My dream job is either interior design or set design. I think I'll get that one day. Oh, I hope so too for you, Cats and Kerfuffle, definitely. Rosie's Niche, hello. How's your stream? I'm working, so just stop by. Oh, I hope I did. I hope you're still here. Thank you so much for dropping by, Rosie's Niche. Really appreciate it. Thank you, and good luck with work. And to have a lovely community. Definitely, Joe. I think we're, yeah, I keep saying it, but just in short, I am very lucky and very thankful for the big, huge community we have at the moment. Like, oh, Rosie, you're here! Yay! Thank you so much, lovely, for the bits. But yeah, I'm actually really thankful. Like, without you guys, I wouldn't be at this spot right now where I am. And so yeah, I owe you guys really a lot. And I can only hope that we can stay as happy with each other as long as possible, whatever happens in the future. Oh god, sorry, I'm missing so many. You heard talking about kid dreams. Oh, it's to be a pirate. A pirate, let's go. Oh my god, that's amazing. Fulfill my tribe, but became a zookeeper. Oh my god, Jet, you're so right, you know. Like what we spoke about the last time is like you don't become a zookeeper for the money. You really become a zookeeper because it's your dream to work with animals and to take care of animals. So yeah, if anyone is a zookeeper, you can tell like they're having a big, huge passion for animals and they're following their dream, even though they're not maybe earning a fortune. But yeah, I think it's really a beautiful thing. I really think that your channel will grow a lot because you're a rare content creator that creates such a good videos and stream that really interesting and enjoying by any age. Relaxing and calm, keep going, you will succeed and get the 1 million fairly subscribers. Ah, thank you so much. Quacky, really appreciate it. Thank you so much, really appreciate it. Son, I should be studying him right now, but I can still. Oopsie, sus, I'm so sorry. Yes, we can, Transfixer. I was here in debug, gotta go. Bye. Thank you so much, Rosie's Niche. You're probably now gone. Now I'm telling, but my Discord went off. It just scared me. Oh, well, sometimes Discord just turns off, I guess. Okay, should be sleeping. Oh no, sleep is so important. Trust me, I have chronic fatigue. Sleep is very important. Really, always take your rest. Trust me. Okay, Discord, thank you so much, Kane. I will be right back with you guys. BRB. Did you guys see what I did? I turned on a break for Planet Zoo, and then I heard the Planet Coaster music, and I was like, nope, I'm gonna change it to a Planet Coaster video for a change. And now I'm dancing on the music because it's so good. Oh, we're gonna do a Planet Coaster stream, if only just to get back into a little bit of a vibe. I'm not gonna make a video for my YouTube. We're just gonna do one Planet Coaster stream. I think that can be fun for a change. In August. Oh, I feel bad for your migraine. I hope you feel better soon, Cadening. The music is good. Okay, that was amazing but scary. Oh no, oh my waterfalls. I love the music. Yeah, the music is great. The Planet Coaster, honestly, even with every Planet video or Planet game, the music is just perfect. I can listen to it every time I listen to Planet Zoo music. Every time I build, like many people are like, oh, I get sick of the music. I don't have that. I didn't have that with Planet Coaster. I didn't have that with Planet Zoo. I feel like it's really some kind of ambience feeling that gets me in the mood. That's why I was also a little bit freaking out in the beginning of the stream, because the music wasn't working. Anyways, let's go. I'm using the Planet Zoo soundtrack in YouTube video. Is it okay? No, if you're using it for Planet Zoo, or like, obviously, I think Planet music in general, using it for any Planet game is totally fine. The same as like I used the Planet Coaster music for the Planet Coaster meetup. Pretty sure they're also fine with that. I'm not really sure if you would use it for any other game. I'm actually using it for my Sims, but don't tell anyone. I didn't have any copyright issues still though. Are we able to squeeze this in nicely to have a nice round shape? Do we actually... I wanna maybe use a little bit more space. So we have some space to do some planters and stuff, you know what I mean? So we're gonna move you up. We're gonna move you up too. I've never done this. This might get a complete mess. But maybe not. I love how heavy and light-hearted Planet Coaster music is. Planet Zoo is just a common, peaceful... Yeah. But, like, I always call the sound designers, the audio designers, however you call them, I always call them magicians. Like, I honestly feel that they really have something magical. Every song has like this really inspiring vibe to it. I just really love it. I think we're going to replace this one. We have all of them, yeah, with a small one instead. But honestly, they're really magicians. They really know how to get a certain vibe in, and it's incredible. I really love it. Yes, okay, so this, yeah. And now we're gonna go for one big one. Oh, this is actually quite time consuming. Oh, wrong button. So like that. Oh, I'm really curious how this is actually going to look once we raise it. Or once we are able to finish it. I'm not really sure we should raise it. We should, if you look here. In your opinion, it's just pretty red kangaroo gray. I don't know. I'm not that much into kangaroos that I can tell what the difference is. I don't know. Okay, this can be straight. Isn't that gonna look weird? Okay, I'm gonna top it off with a smaller one here. Make a nice curve. Okay, now we still have these, so we can use these guys for the other sides, but now I'm gonna just randomly delete, well, not randomly, how I placed it. So that should be like that, and this can go, and that might connect like that. So there should be mulch. This should be filled up with mulch, and we also need to make sure that these guys, no, not the mulch itself, like so. And this is going to be removed. This is also Planet Coaster music. It's great, honestly. It's how like it's emotion, it's happiness, it's just something magical. I love it, really love it. Sushi cover redeemed to get to know your question. Oh, really? Oh, I'm so sorry, Susu Capra. If we're taking a break, can we get a question? Oh. Oopsie daisy. Okay, let's do a question then. Let us do the last question of today. Is that last question? I think so. Oh, I need to delete the biggest fear one. Okay, if you could change, what would you change about yourself if you could? I wonder if that is a question like, what would you change from your body? I think about yourself? Or is that like a personality question? Like, or something. If you could change anything, what would you change? Interesting question. How are we going to answer it? Because if it's, okay, let's just make it like personal. So like looks wise. If I could change anything, well, let me just make it clear. I'm gonna put it off for just a second. I'm gonna be honest here. Those are the secrets of the lady. I had flappy ears when I was young. When I was 15, I changed something about myself. I don't have them anymore. I'm really happy with that. But I got them from my father, which I don't like. I don't like my father, just to make it clear. But I also have his nose, and that is definitely something I would change if I could. So now you guys, what would you change? If there's anything you could change, what would you change? I'm gonna wait until I see some, and I have the feeling that my chat is broken. The lady with flappy ears is too cute to change. No, no, it's not. You kind. I think I'm not sure if I have pictures of it. I might look one up for you guys one day. It was cute. But as like, since I have like very thin hair, it's just like always sticking out, and I just hated it. It can be really cute. With men, it can be really cute too. Yeah. My length would be nice to be 170 instead of 163. Oh, I can't imagine. I think it's the same with like very long people. They like long ladies. They'd rather be a little bit smaller. But on the other side, I can also imagine you want to be taller. Listen to Kane. I will give me longer legs, so it's very small. Aww, that's so sad. Like, I could change it, like, but your length, you can't change your length. Well, maybe. You try hard. Your camera is kind of blurry. Yeah, sometimes that happens. But thank you, Black Belt. Wish my hair was a little cute, curlier. I would also be nice if my brain chemistry didn't give me so many issues. But if we're talking about appearance, I wish my hair was curly. Ah, yeah. Fluffy. What is fluffy hair? Like, I have straight hair for myself. This is with like some hairspray, but I would die for some curly hair too. Your camera has some focus issue. Yeah, it always has focus issues, Transfixer. It's because of the blurry thing. That is because I use a software that is removing my background. I'm still waiting to be able to order an official green screen. But for the time being, I'm forced to use this software that just like it basically just finds an area where it has to focus on, and it will blur away the rest that is not in the focus point. But because of that, it's constantly finding the distance where it has to focus on, and as soon as I start moving, it does annoying things. But I really hope that will be changed when we have a green screen, so we can just use chroma key instead of this. Probably change my executive dysfunction and practical structure issues with my ADHD. Practical structure issues. I'm not really sure what that is. Yours was too much for the autofocus. Yes. I will probably change the way I perceive things. That way I don't think I get anxious. I have the feeling there's a really big delay. My hair doesn't form nice curls. It just expands and gets fluffy. My weight. Yes. Oh, game. Yes, my weight. I agree with that one. Change my wrist. They're really weird and small. Your wrist? These are your wrist, right? I have also small wrists then. It's not in proportion anymore. The green screen. Forgot to ask. Oh, wasn't it your aunt? I thought you said your aunt. Is the background that bad? Well, I have like this green cloth, but it's just too far away. So the green screen, the cloth is like too small, and it's too far away to really be able to chroma key it away. So you have like really weird lines and stuff. We tried it, but it was no success, unfortunately. And as soon as I have my green screen, then I will also make sure that I have like a normal background to just have, hopefully with my YouTube play button when we have 100k subscribers soon. That would be amazing. But also just to do like an easy just chatting stream with a normal background instead of like always I think it feels more personal if you have like just a nice looking background instead of like always green screening it. Bye Korsha, thank you so much for joining. Have a great evening. They both have the that makes sense, Transfixer. I would like to be more ambitious because I have a hard time motivating myself. I have a hard time with motivating myself to work out, especially with COVID. Every time I try to go to the gym so often, but I'm failing hard every time I'm canceling it. Also because I'm just afraid to go there right now with COVID. I keep being afraid that what if I go to my gym and there's someone with COVID? Like, how unlucky will I be? And if anything, I just really, really am afraid to get it with my condition. But that's also the reason with my condition. That's why I'm also gaining more weight at the moment, because of the high amount of cortisol. It's really frustrating. Anyways. Oh, we're having some deep conversations here, guys. I can delete that one. Oh, if it hurts, yeah, that's not good indeed. I can imagine. Unsure what to do with this site. You know what I'm thinking? To maybe delete it? Am I might just move it. Just in case I regret it and I could just put it back. Because I feel like I should do the same on that side too. I think I'm going to. Yeah, I think that is what we're going to do. So I'm going to use you. I think that one should be a little bit more rotated. I already deleted it, so it looks a little bit finicky. I'm going to use a new one. But before I watched her YouTube videos, I thought the lady's name was pronounced DeLadysigner. I just felt it different. There are a lot of people in the beginning, definitely, when I didn't mention my own name, that called me DeLadysinger instead of DeLadysigner. But it's still, like, it doesn't happen often, but it mostly just happens when I join a stream and people have no idea who I am and they don't know my videos. Because nowadays, since Planet Zoo, I started to really say, like, my name is DeLadysigner. But before that, many people still had no idea how to say it. I actually had a lot of comments the first time when I started mentioning it, like, oh my god, I always thought it was this or that. It's really funny. Oh, we need to save it. We need to save. But yeah, once you explain, like, it's DeLadysigner mixed up, then it's like, oh, of course. I miss you had a health condition. Hope you're good. Thank you, Kaidaning. Yeah, well, it's I can't really get better from it. It's with ups and downs, I guess, at the moment. It has been really bad. But that was, I think, also because of, like, the whole stressful situation on my old job, which was really stressful and very busy. So I'm doing better, but it's not going away. Like, for what I understood, like, I will keep the high cortisol levels because I actually developed it when I was a little kid. It's not gonna fit. So I developed it as a little kid, and when you get older, you're getting the issues out of it. So my body is basically just 24/7 making high cortisol levels, like, way higher than it should be. Like with normal people. Thank you, by the way, Mr. Enex and Antoine Carlier. Thank you so much for the follows. So with normal people, you have, like, when you wake up with, like, a high cortisol level, and during the day it will go down, and then you go to bed, and then it basically is like a very low level of cortisol. But for me, it's like 24/7 and always too high. So, which also leads into bad sleeping, teeth grinding a lot during nighttime. So that's why I have sleeping pills. So that is I think the sleeping pills are definitely, for me, really, really improved so much. So I'm really happy with that. I still have some sleeping issues every now and then, but not as bad anymore as it used to be. Like waking up with, like, every little noise and, like, not really get rested. But I still have the teeth grinding. Not every day, thank God. But I can sometimes really tell that I had a bad night just because of my jaws are like, oh, it hurts so much. Shubab, thank you so much for the follow too. What symptoms did you notice that led you to the diagnosis? I was just extremely tired. I was constantly tired and I was just sick of it. And I had this, like, with ups and downs through my whole teenager life, but I also had a lot of mental issues when I was a teenager. But I felt good when I went to the doctor for this. Obviously, the first thing they do is, like, they're gonna do some blood tests with you. And back then, no, the first time nothing came out of it. And my doctor was like, yeah, well, just suit yourself. Like, yeah, just wait. It will probably get better soon. She didn't really take it seriously, so I was pretty pissed. Because it has been an issue that I had for so often and so long. And so I went to a new doctor like 2 months later. And that one took me quite serious. And he was... I'm not sure if this is going to fit. And he but he really thought it was some kind of mental health issue. So I had like 1.5 year with like going to I first got diagnosed of PTSD, of which I was like, oh well, okay, yeah, well, probably you don't know, but you might have PTSD. So yeah, okay, so I had treatment with for PTSD with like the EMDR, the restrained eye movement thing. Didn't help. So then I had to go to a psychiatrist, and that took like, I think, half a year on like a waiting list. And all that time I was like, how you say that, called sick, my job, or like working half a days. I wanted to keep working at least like halfway because I wanted to make sure that I had something to wake up for, you know what I mean? This is... well, yeah, long story short, after 1.5 years being half at work, half working, I had I was sick of it because I didn't, because then they thought like, okay, it's not PTSD, so it might be depression. And I was like, I'm getting depressed from all these people telling me I'm depressed while I didn't felt depressed. So at some point the psychiatrist was like, yeah, well, I can understand if it's not going to help, then you just have to go back to your doctor. And he was actually telling me like, no, if it's not mental health, then you're probably just having chronic fatigue. But he actually refused me to send me to an internist, but I really wanted to go there. So in the end, I actually just was like, yeah, well, you're just gonna send me to the hospital, and I just want to know for sure, like, if it's chronic fatigue, fine, but I want to exclude everything else. So I did 5 tests in the hospital, and one of those tests was like to see how your cortisol levels are, and those cortisol levels, they were really high. So yeah, that now I know I have chronic fatigue, and I know why, and I know that it can't be cured, but I know, like, I can now connect all the dots, like all the little things I had with like the teeth grinding. I've been teeth grinding for so long, but I never realized it could be from something, you know what I mean? So yeah, it's basically just making you extremely tired. And yeah, and unfortunately also gaining weight, because your body is like basically continuously working on making that cortisol and not focusing too much on other things. So a coronavirus, for example, or any virus, takes longer for me to get cured of because my body is too much focusing on that cortisol part of my body and not like on other things. What a story! I've been rambling about this, but hey, we don't do it every day. This is just a garden in between some path. Yeah, it is. Yup. Give me a break. Yes. No, we don't need a break. Okay, break. Can we do I have a small break? I have a break of 1.5 minutes. Architect Nick, thank you so much for the follow. Hi, MTKLD. Because my boyfriend has sleeping issue, he wakes up at any noise and never feels rested. It could be, but honestly, it could also be so many other things. It could also be, I don't know if that's a sleep apnea. I don't know if that's the English word for it. I don't know. There could be so many things, I guess. I think having like being tired. I also had 2 times Pfeiffer, for example, but that doesn't really lead to like bad nights, I guess. You're just more sleepy and more sleeping. Cycles at the previous place I lived in. Yeah, it's super annoying, isn't it? You built so beautiful pieces. Thank you, Antoine. Thank you so much. Waiting list is 3 years there. Moved my current place and went another 6 months here in this region. 3 years is way too bad. I think in the Netherlands it's max 6 months. It actually took 7 months, I think, if I remember correctly. Like the first appointment I had in between those 6 months, and then it took like 1 month still to get the first appointment. How did you do the water? The water is just with some glass pieces. So we're just gonna hide away the water underneath here. This is so helpful to understand. Yeah, I think. Oh, he refuses to get checked. Well, that's bad. Like, not sleep apnea because he doesn't have the physical signs, but maybe insomnia. I don't know if you. I don't know. I don't know people with insomnia except for Paulsley. I think you know Paulsley. He's another YouTuber. He has insomnia. So if anyone can tell you what it means for people having insomnia, I would definitely recommend you to talk with Paulsley. I really don't know. Like, I know. I can say I do, but this was pretty new for me. I didn't even know it existed, and it was really nice to have something to read upon to. Like, even my doctor didn't really knew too much about it. And it's also like, yeah, well, you can't really do too much except for like CBD oil, which I already used. Not anymore since I had the sleeping pills, because I just prefer this instead. And what else was it? Oh yeah, the EMDR. And I was like, doesn't make any sense to me. And also I had that already, so it was really confusing. Yeah. Just wish he'd go to sleep study, because any information is good. Well, if he just goes to an internist, like, but he has to approve it. But an internist can just like look everything up, like what it is, and it would be so helpful. And even if he's not feeling rested, like, it could be anything. So why not just make sure you know what it is? I'm so happy I know. Like, really. Amneska, thank you so much. And Darth Mader, thank you so much also for the follows. I don't think this one is going to fit, is it? We're already streaming almost 2 hours. I feel like I didn't do anything. Frustration. I even feel like we should make it smaller because of the distance. Is there a risk going to any doctor's office? No, it's definitely not. I don't agree with that. I think doctor's office are the most safest place. I've never been anywhere during the whole COVID situation except for my doctor, my physiotherapist, and my dentist. Those are the only 3 things I went to since, when are the lockdowns? February, March? I haven't been anywhere else, but honestly, a doctor is really a safe place, because anyone that has COVID, they have to call, and they're not allowed to go to the doctor's place because they can't get a risk of your doctor getting sick, obviously. So everyone that has a suspicion of having COVID, they have to call to a certain number, and they're not allowed to go to a doctor's place. So no, I am even not worried. I'm worried about catching it, but I'm not worried of going to my doctor. No, definitely not. And I've been twice to my doctor, I think it was. Denmark has 13k cases. Georgia has 1. Yeah, okay, but still, people globally, if you have any symptoms, you're not allowed to go out. You have to stay indoors. And if people go to a doctor, they must have an appointment, so they must have a doctor's assistant asking them why they're coming, and if they're sick, they're not allowed to come. I know, I don't really see any no. Shouldn't worry too much about that. Those are the safest places, just like the hospital. The hospital is also one of the most safest places because they know how to handle this. But yeah, obviously it's your opinion, but I feel like it's fine. I just don't want to go to like a grocery store or anything. So everything from the grocery store will be brought home. So I never want to go there. Like too many people close to each other. Not that much control. I hear you and appreciate that. Aw. No, I just feel like you should not worry about that. There are a lot of other places, right? I think you should worry more about than a doctor. Oh, we've got. It's nice though. I do like it. Only this piece is gonna annoy me. Ah. Sweden has almost 80k confirmed cases. But let's be honest, guys. These are cases that are built up. Like, obviously, there are some states that are still, like, doing super bad. America's doing really bad. Brazil's doing really bad. But we also have 50k, almost 60k cases, I think. But that is along the way. Like, we don't have active cases right now. We have confirmed cases, almost 60k, but the active cases are probably 1,000, maybe less. So that is the thing you have to look into, like how many current cases you have. Where are you from, actually? Aliasi. I almost choked for a minute. US is just so different. The US is a mess right now. We're seeing another spike in multiple cities, like it was in March. Georgia. Oh, sorry, you are in. I didn't realize. I thought you were from the EU. I'm so sorry about that. I really didn't realize. But America is a mess right now. I totally feel you. I'm sorry. What I just said might not count for the US. I feel really bad for what is going on in America, and I feel really bad that Mr. Turnip is really not taking care of it that well. He's basically silencing Fauci, which is really bad. Yeah. It's, what else to say? It's just really bad situation right now in America, and I feel you. Really, I hope you stay safe. Georgia is manipulating data to make it seem like, well, manipulating or not, it's still a bad situation, and you just have to be careful. Yeah, that's what you should do, yeah. Positive from the people tested. Like in a lot of states, it's going up pretty quickly now. It's just a bad situation. I just can't believe it. But a lot of people are also like, against masks, and I don't get it. Like, we don't have that restriction in the Netherlands right now. It's like not obligated to wear a mask unless you are in public transport. But if it's like so many new cases a day, I'm like, why do you make such a fuss about this? And I think that also the protests in America really didn't help too well in America. It's a bad situation there right now. I feel you guys so much. It's really terrible. I can only hope a vaccine is quickly on its way. We don't really know how many active, what we know, and there's no statistic on the amount of recovered cases. Well, to be honest, like I can't really tell you what the amount of cases are, but I follow a YouTuber who is basically a news anchor, but he has a news YouTube channel. I follow him since January. So since January, we are. He is covering the virus since it ever happened in China. I think the first one was in 20th of April or some 20th of January or something like that. So I've been following. I've watched every of his live stream. I didn't miss a single one, or well, I missed partly of it because I fall asleep during his streams sometimes. But he is always looking at numbers of different states of America, and he does know where to find all the numbers. So I do not really recognize you saying like we don't really know the exact number, etc. Because if I'm right, he's called Steve Luckner, Agenda Free TV. If I'm right, he knows the exact websites he should look into to know the exact amount of cases, etc. Per state, and also indeed the amount of positive tested people comparing to the amount of people tested overall. But he does know the exact numbers for each state, so it might be helpful just to see where he gets his numbers from. I can't really remember what site it was, but I hear him talk a lot about it. I use it mostly as a podcast, so I'm not always looking at what he is showing. Yeah. Oh my goodness, palsy! While talking about palsy and insomnia, I was just talking about you, Paul. Hi. Hi guys, thank you so much for the host. You're actually on me because imagine I would actually stop streaming now, but I will continue for a little bit. Thank you so much for joining, everyone. Thank you so much. Can we get some chunks up and love in the chat for Paul? I was just talking about you because Eliasi was asking what the symptoms are from insomnia, and I was like, you should ask palsy. I don't know. I don't know, but I know palsy has insomnia. Thank you so much for the raid, Paul. Really, really appreciate it. We have been talking we have been talking so much today. Well, we're making a pond, aka garden. Is the pond shaped as a koi? No. So we're making a pond with the technique of what like Sylv did with the hotel in Koali. I'm gonna do it here too. I'm gonna fill this up. I don't like this to be water too. But yeah, we're doing a lot. Lady Dragonwolf, thank you so much for the follow. Really appreciate it. This is coming on well. Yeah, it's so much work, but also just a lot of having fun with everyone in the chat. So I should not bother too much about it. Erica Springs, thank you so much for the follow. Really appreciate it. Here comes the zero noises. Yes, love the pond. Thank you, Lady Dreams. Palsy, I've been watching your YouTube videos to learn more about Planet Zoo. Thank you for the tutorials. Oh my god, yeah, he has so many tutorials. Erica Springs, thank you so much for the Twitch Prime. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Can we get some trunks in the chat? Some trunks up. Thank you so much. Yoga Bear, such a pretty pond. Yeah, the pond is great, but yeah, the idea is to make this a whole Asian garden on that side, but so much work. But we're getting there. It's really starting to feel like a little bit more Asian now because we have at least 2 buildings. But we're gonna have some like those big water lilies in the water, and we're gonna have a little look. I'm not really sure where yet, but we're gonna have some little Asian thingy. but we're not there yet. Bedazzle, thank you so much for the follow. Really appreciate it. That looks and sound nice. Yeah, but we're far from done. We just started this Asian area. For those who are new, we have like the land of the cold here with the polar bear habitat and wolves, etc. We're gonna have more animals here of the land of the cold in a restaurant. We have the South America Dome here. We have a reptile house on this side. We have hyenas and lions on this side and bonobos. And we have... This is all... These buildings are inspired by Rotterdam Zoo. Because I'm Dutch. And yeah, there's just a lot of work still to be done. But thank you so much again for Ray, Paul. I totally forgot. Everyone, if you don't know Paul yet, where are you? Channels, here you are. Paulsley. Definitely go and check out Paulsley as you should. As Eli just said, a lot of tutorials and a lot of Planet Zoo content. He's an amazing guy and I love him. Definitely go and check Paulsley out. I'm so sorry I'm late with that, but definitely go and check out Paulsley because he's just an amazing guy. I had no idea all this stuff was here. Oh! Yeah, if you're not following my YouTube channel, then you may not know how, well, there's a lot of work still to do. We've been working on it for quite some time now. When did I start this? Was it January, February? Was it March? I'm not really sure. We had Mainland Zoo. Mainland Zoo is like an Asian, African, tropical zoo. That one is completely finished. You can find that one on my YouTube channel. The zoo tour, etc. And all the speed builds from everything, well, mostly everything I build, you can also find on my YouTube channel. Rotterdam Zoo Hive Transfixer. You have your folders set up on the Stream Deck. Yes, oh my god, Paul, I love this. I love it. I think February when I started playing Planet Zoo, you just started with, yeah, it could be. It wasn't a new year. I know in like after launch we ran actually through Mainland Zoo. It was crazy. I love your accent and voice. Also, you're beautiful. Thank you, Erica. Thank you so much. Oh, I feel like, thank you. Blushing. I'm getting shy now. Started back in February. Oh, thank you, fantastic. Oh, can I get some hearts in the chat for my amazing moderators? You guys are just incredible. Like, what do I do without you guys? DeLady, could you go through some really good building pieces to use? I'm having issues finding them. There are not really like, oh, this is a good building piece or that. They're just... It depends what kind of style you go for, but you can use everything basically. There is not like, oh yeah, like you can have favorite items, but so many people have so many different tastes of what is their favorite item. Lady Dragon, sorry I follow, but I had to have a mute on because of an important phone call. I love your designs. Thank you so much, Lady Dragon. Will really appreciate it. Thank you. Good job, moderators. Yeah, my moderators are the best. I really don't know what I should do without you guys. You guys are so amazing. Best mods, best community. That's it, the Mongs. You're so right. I love you guys. I'm so tired of waiting for a DLC announcement. Like I've been hoping, but I'm slowly losing hope. You don't have to lose hope. There will be coming a DLC. Whether it's next week, maybe next month, we don't know. But there will be a new DLC. There will be plenty of new DLCs. But let's be honest, Frontier is also working from home. And many game developers, I don't know if you're on Twitter, but how often I see game developers saying like, sorry guys, but due to the circumstances, we have to delay our game launch, or we have to delay a DLC launch. Not every company is able to finish everything just due to the fact that they have to work from home. So yeah, it just is what it is, and we just have to be patient. I can guarantee there will be DLCs. There will be tons of DLCs going through till next year, at least the end of next year. But we just have to be a little bit patient. I also wish that there was a new DLC tomorrow, but it is what it is. I'll leave you will carry on with my custom-made rave eye roof. Oh, good luck with that. Unicorn Mermaid DLC confirmed. Oh my freaking gosh! You know how often I ask them, Danny, I want more fairy tale stuff in Planet Coaster. I didn't get it. I actually wanted the fairy tale DLC for Planet Coaster. Like just with like dwarves and mermaids and so many things, but nope. And mushrooms and, you know, just the most cute little fairy tale stuff. There is fairy tale theme in Planet Coaster, but not like the things that I really wanted. Oh, whoa, what is everyone doing? Followers chat only. Oh, let me just quickly turn that on. Oh, did anyone turn that on? No. Okay, followers only. And we can have a timer. Two. Thank you. Hydrate. Thank you. We're also going to wrap it up, by the way. I'm just talking way too much. I'm just gonna talk with you guys, and then tomorrow we're gonna be streaming again. So tomorrow and Friday we'll be continuing this part. So from 8 p.m. No, Friday not. Friday we will start on YouTube, and then we will continue here on 9:30 p.m. Hydrate and hand stretch time. Thanks, guys. Grave Digger, Joe Wills, and Speedy. I'm not gonna do it for 10 minutes, by the way. It's only 2 minutes. 10 minutes! Oh my god, imagine that. Oh wait, it is 10 minutes! Okay. I thought it was 2 minutes. Why did I think that? Mermaid in a zoo. Yeah, that would be so cool. I was actually quite disappointed with the Sims DLC that the mermaids were basically just mermaids. I don't know. There wasn't anything special on it. They looked cool, but that's basically it. The non-followers will not get this. Yeah, because it's in my it's followers only chat. They can't chat. That makes sense. But I have this timer on too, just to be sure. Who actually did that? Oh, Gravedigger. Gravedigger asked for followers chat only. Well, there you go. Hand stretch. Yeah, 10 minutes. Hello, I'm Remco. Mermaid versus Orca. No, it's actually Mermaid versus Dolphins in The Sims 4. I have 2 hand stretch. One by Barrett and one by Joe. Lucky me. It's so relaxing. I messed up the sentence. Yes, you did, Renske. I see that. Pancake! You can troll, Jennifer. You may troll today. I am allowing you to troll today, but not tomorrow. Just so you know. Hand stretch is out of stock. Yeah, but that's okay. I feel so doughy. I feel so doughy with your background. Yeah, isn't that like the most perfect? Let me just save this, by the way, because yeah. How are the lurkers doing, by the way? Just checking in on the lurkers and how. What are you building on, all you lurkers? Troll day. I just had a long day today. Ah, well, I had a long day too. If that makes you feel better. How was your stream, by the way, Paul? I'm such a bad one. Let's just unpause this. Now something is alive here in the background, I think. Yes, there's a gorilla walking there. Are you Dutch? No, I'm not Dutch, Jonathan. Why would you think that? Troll. It was eventful. Eventful. And what does that mean for you? Eventful. Oh, yes. I like Aldits. I like Aldit too. Y'all having it out for me. Renske, I love you. You know that. I'm going to Rotterdam Zoo soon. I'm jealous, but I don't dare. I actually wasn't paying attention to the last numbers of COVID the last few days. I'm curious about that. My husband is anti-care. Bye, Eliasi. We're also going to go to Istanbul soon. Thank you so much for joining, love. Really appreciate it. Wish you a great day or evening. Great day it's for you. How to start a debate, right? Pineapple on pizza, yes or no? I don't like pineapple. I don't like no. I don't like. No. Ruben van Zuren, thank you so much for the follow. Really appreciate it. But pineapple on pizza, yes or no, is Palsy asking. So how do you guys feel about that? If I eat pizza, I want ham, cheese, mushrooms, salami, sometimes egg. That makes sense? It's baked egg. It's really nice. But we also like to eat hot chicken on pizza. It's really tasty. I'll check Paul's channel this night. Yeah, definitely do that. Paul's an amazing guy. Love that. Oh, koekjes en kaas te rapsen. I think that is the best internet gekkie ever. Raps. What is it? Raps. Sorry for the Dutch guys, but this one I make an exception. That's so funny. So every Dutch person that does not know what we're talking about, just Google kaas raps. Koekjes raps. You will never forget her. She's so funny. You did order pizza. Oh my god, that's so tasty. We made pizza. I'm not really sure what day. 3.5 minutes. Wow. So yeah, but B says no. What to do? Mrs. Palsy, you thought I had a lot my pizza. Wait, was Mrs. Palsy here? Did I miss out on you? Lovely. Thank you so much for joining. But obviously, you came along with the host or the raid. Dinner kebab pizza. That is pretty okay. Not my favorite, but pretty okay. You just turned into an internet gekkie. Raps. Ja, kaas met koekjes met de rapsen. Ham, cheese, mushroom, fresh lettuce. Oh no, lettuce makes me throw up, literally. I can't stand lettuce. If there is, imagine this. There was like this thing called Queen's Day in the Netherlands, and we were going for a hamburger. And I always ask, a hamburger is only bread, some sauce, meat, and bread for me. That's it, or maybe some cheese. And they were putting lettuce on it, and I was like, no. So, okay, they took it off, and I took a bite, and this tiny little piece of lettuce was still in there, and I literally threw up. Ugh. It's disgusting. I really think it's disgusting. Arugula, fig, goat cheese, prosciutto, and balsam. I don't think that is what I would eat, no, but if you like it, then it's good. Fantastic. Lettuce for rabbits and turtles. Agreed, Diddle. Agreed. I googled Cass Hawkins and I've heard a doctor. Oh my god, I just turned to chat into people talking about Dutch things on TV. That's not what we're here for, guys. We're just going to wrap it up. May I just really thank you guys so much for joining and for being here. I had a lot of fun. Even though we maybe didn't build too much today, we're going to continue it tomorrow. Who knows? Maybe we are able to finish it. I actually regret that I didn't record it because I was like, not gonna make it. So we're gonna see. Maybe we're not gonna finish it tomorrow and we're gonna start building the habitat. Who are we gonna raid? Yeah, good question. I'm going to check right now. Raid. Who? Oh, but he's not really playing Planet Zoo. Shall we raid Slot? He's such a nice guy, but he's playing Monster Hunter World. Is Fifi online? Yes, let's go for Fifi then. Or is there? There are so many names that I don't know. Yeah, okay, let's go for Fifi, and tomorrow we will see again. That's cool. We can do some. Oh, thank you, Blue Wolf, by the way. Thank you so much. So if you go along with the raid, you also get some more Faithful points. So definitely join us and put some trunks up in the chat when we go to Fifi. May I thank you guys so much again for all your amazing support today. And I really enjoyed it. Tomorrow we will be back at 8 p.m. CEST. We're going to build more in Planet Zoo. If we're going to continue this or maybe start a habitat, we're going to see that tomorrow. And Yoga Bear, thank you so much. Really, really appreciate it. I'm going to quickly turn that off. Followers only chat. There you go. Okay. So thank you guys so much. I hope to see you tomorrow, and let's go and read Fifi. Thank you guys so much. Bye.